on the north side.
Will you please give a warm Needville welcome?
Galveston.
Reporting in Sunset Heights.
In Deer Park.
In Houston. Some are just trying to have a normal Sunday.
Co-Cathedral of the Sacred Heart opened its doors for a 4 p.m. mass.
Well, it's a disaster area. A friend of mine called it like a hellscape.
2 twin torches lighting up the sky in Deer Park. You'll see them from highways, or in Philip Freeman's case, from his front yard.
You know, living this close to the plant is just part of it.
Pelican Island will be Alexander Kaplan's new home for the week. Tomorrow, his first official day at Sea Camp.
Looking forward to a party tonight.
So we've got hot dogs, corn dogs, pizza.
I'm giving out waters.
All the donations go back to the team and the parents to help support all the money it took to go.
These are the ladies and the guys that make it happen.
After more than their fair share of offbeat seasons,
It's hard to be a fan when nobody's cheering in the stadium.
it seems the Houston Texans may finally be in sync.
All these guys are clicking.
She's a person that just have to be out there, have to be working.
Pushing forward on foot, truck, and ATV.
We are working exceptionally hard.
Under the blistering rays of a midsummer sun.
The heat this summer has been no walk in the park.
Tamis Thomas has spent most of the day on her front stoop with her dog Polo. It's cooler outside than it is inside.
I'm usually just sitting outside in the shade.
As her neighbors watch helplessly.
I cannot watch her as the weather gets hotter to be without electricity.
As the days drag on and conditions grow worse, so are calls for transparency from electric utility Centerpoint.
While we were at the home, a State Farm representative called and offered them housing for the next week. As for a new insurance quote, one they feel will adequately cover the damages here, this family is still waiting.
The little pigs told us that brick houses are good.
We've all heard the story.
They can't blow them down.
But this pile of bricks that used to be part of Brandon Circle's house
You can just see the wall.
proves once and for all that's just fiction.
Big bad wolf got us, I guess.
More like a big bad EF1 tornado.
For more than a month, this is what's greeted neighbors here on this street in Harris County. And it's not the only problem with the tree leaning down. Now let's go ahead and show you. There are actually a couple of trees that have been leaning ever since the hurricane's strong winds came through. And despite calling and asking for help, neighbors here say they haven't received any response.
Frustration building even 6 days after the storm. For Thomas, this is a breaking point.
Well, you know, it's a buildup. It's not as if this is my first rodeo, so to speak, in Houston, of disaster rodeo.
We have never seen anything like this in our lives, and I'm 60 years old, and I haven't seen anything like it before. So it was kind of pretty devastating.
Tall trucks showcase the other side of strong winds impact this road.
It could kill somebody, honestly. It really could. I mean, that's a big tree.
But for Ma, her repairs are just beginning, and she's worried the suspects will never get caught.
Just kicking us while we're down? Yeah, like the worst of the worst. You know, I went to go file a police report at the station, and while I was there, another lady came in with the same issue.
It's your responsibility. You take care of it.
Not an email, a voicemail, anything. So I felt like I had to do something. She's already been out with more than a week without power. I can't imagine her doing this forever. And I'm like, what could I do to help?
Neighbors got to work helping neighbors haul away fallen fences.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Damaged appliances, and anything else the storm twisted or contorted.
Jamie says her mother just lost her job as the family lost a full fridge of food, their only way to cook, and is now being forced to burn gas.
I have my health, I have my life, I have my dogs, so we'll be okay.
Okay, thanks to Harris County Deputy General Bailey. We were with him as he pulled Robinson and about 40 other people and pets from the floodwaters Saturday.
So if you can see how the water's pushing this way.
And again when he returned Sunday to check on him.
So we have to push back this way.
because I heard the impact of the pole that he knocked down. So I looked to my right, and I froze.
I hear him knock on the door, sheriff's office. Nobody responded, and then maybe 5 seconds later, I hear gun.
There really is no light around this area. So at night, you got to be really careful. Make sure your tire doesn't get blown out and make sure you're in the correct place.
It's mind-blowing. I mean, honestly, I've never been in this type of situation before, so I'm a little shook.
Tragedy is terrible. We know nobody wants these things to happen.
I don't know, there's a grieving family out there, and it's going to be a long, painful healing process over this one.
Zelaya is grateful to the friends and family who showed up to help her pick up whatever's left of the life she knew.
I had people I don't even know helping me clean up, and I said, man, that's why I love Texas.
Reporting in Conroe.
And water. Small town, big pride.
There we go. It's home. Even if you're not from here, it still feels like home.
It's Spring Branch.
I want to say that loud. Only elected official that stood tall and stood with this community.
Even if the team had missed, they've already earned their respect this season.
Reporting from Westbury.
In the Heights.
Place where happy people live. There's a lot of other great things, but that's the main stuff.